Good afternoon. Okay, I'm just watching RD on the scene. They're talking about a new law that came into effect January the 1st of 2024. It's about guns. I just caught bits and pieces where RD on the scene talked about. There's no politics on his scene. They got a call somewhere. Even with a gun permit, you cannot carry a gun in public. Parks, state parks. But I talk about politics. I talk about everything. I see the state of California would get sued. You got a gun permit to carry it. Now you can't carry it. The only ones allowed to carry it is police officers, security guards. You can't carry it into a bank. You can't carry a gun no more in the state of California. So I think that's kind of crazy. So, ain't that kind of stupid? I figured it'd be challenged by the ACLU or somebody. It should have been challenged before after they passed it in the state senate.
Can you drop me in the Orange County Wildlife Act?
So, that's just my opinion. First Amendment rights. And the guy that they got there, you see, he's a veteran. But how come California can make a law? It, to me, is illegal. I'm not an attorney. So, I think it's kind of weird making a law. Everybody has the right to carry a gun if they got a permit. But now in the state of California, you can't even do that. They're taking your rights away. So, that's the Democrats for you. The crooks is going to have more weapons than a police officer. You have the right to protect yourself. I get, you can't have it in public places. I ain't got the law in front of me. This is second-hand, that I'm getting it from, but it's on a YouTube channel. To me, that's illegal. I talk about politics. It's my First Amendment rights. But that law in California, whoever passed it, whoever voted for it, I guess they have open records laws on bills passed in California. If you're out camping in a state park, you cannot have your gun with you, even if you're an open, licensed carrying person. So, to me, that is wrong. But some YouTubers don't want to talk about politics, not mention any YouTubers. That's their right, to do that. That's that person's YouTube channel. The only thing I ask on here, no sexual comments, this and that. I had somebody look at one of my YouTube videos, I guess last night. It was my Ford Ranger. It's 3 years, that video is 3 years old. I asked for donations back there then. That was over 3 years ago. I don't I don't need help on that Ford Ranger. I know you can't afford it, so I don't need help on that Ford Ranger. I traded it in for my 2011 Toyota Camry, so I don't need it. But since, that was a down payment, since I had a stimulus check I got, that was the other, down payment. And I paid $50 a month on my car payment. That had been paid off for a few years. And you hear the scanner in the background. It's Bakerfield Scanner live stream. Whoever owns that YouTube channel does it from 12 to 12. I wish it's longer, but, I could ask that person why does he do it from 12 to 12. But, because I like to listen to it all night. My own sponsor that I put out there is Pepsi Zero Sugar. So I don't have a bottle. I got it in my glass. So, it's your right to carry a gun. You got a permit. What I like to see happen, anybody who's going to carry a gun permit, take a course, know your rights, how to defend yourself. That I can see, before you get your gun permit, take the course, learn how to shoot it, the right way to shoot it. My son took it because he was a security guard. He took the class, I believe it was in Kentucky. I think he might get a permit, but he has it hidden somewhere, only he knows. So, that's the thing. You fought for this country. They fought for your rights and my rights. When the state of California taking your right away, says, oh, you can't carry a gun in public no more, even if you got a CCW. Does that make sense, you people in California? Like I said, I'm not a lawyer. But that's my First Amendment rights. You know, I think it's stupid. Go up there to the bell, hit it again, get all notifications, hit the thumbs up. I need 50 subscribers before I could make any money from YouTube. And thanks to Prism, I want to thank him for what they've done, because that helped me live stream to YouTube. But I need 50 subscribers before I can make any money. That's how come I put on here donation to me with $43.75, my post office box 1, Charlestown, Indiana, 47111. If you want to make a donation, don't send cash because it'll get lost in the mail. You got thieves that works in the post office, so get a money order. Post office money order is easier to cash at a bank. You can put a note if you want me to put it in an escrow account. That means I can open up a savings account, put it in, tell me how you want me to spend it, because it's your money. And I've seen through emails that, what do you need? How can we donate to you? I know you heard that many a times. I like to have a new laptop, what they call a gaming laptop, because the graphics card is better. To do live streaming in my car, I tell you a few things since I'm on a budget, is like a cell phone holder. I guess you could stick it to your dashboard. You could raise it, up a little bit where the camera will show. That's one thing. Another thing is a phone cord to an iPhone SE. My iPhone SE is red. I don't know if that makes a difference. Then I need a cigarette thing where I can plug in my lighter, maybe 2 or 3. I know they make one for 2. I used to have one, but I forgot to take it out of my Ranger when I traded it in on my Toyota. So I need something like that and a new cable. But I kind of need that laptop where I can live stream using Prism with the gaming aspect, because it got a better, I guess, graphics card. Because when I downloaded Prism on my laptop, I also got the Prism mirror, which I do not understand what that is. And another thing I like to have is Kubota tractor with a bucket, which I got a quick disconnect where you pull the handle up on one side and another. That way you can disconnect your bucket. And what they call a grappling hook. That way when tree limbs fall or something like that, I can pick them up, move them, put them in the brush pile. That's another thing. I got to go out there and burn some brush a little bit. Man, the kids out playing around. My kids is my cats. And a backhoe. One kind of bucket that I need on a backhoe. I guess any bucket will work. I guess the one that comes with it. That way I can clean the creek out, take that gravel and sand and all that, put it in my yard. That's one thing I need. The closest Kubota dealer is in Salisbury, Indiana. It's called Jacoby Sales. It's on Highway 60 in Salisbury. They said, how about the other competitor? Well, I know a few people got them, but they sold them or they still got it. They got a Kubota. They got the Kubota is a little bit better than that other competitor. I know there's a bunch of more. I heard people talk about the static transmission and a regular transmission. I'd rather have the regular transmission because you can really do more when you're pushing dirt, stuff like that. But, I don't have one. And you can get a road back into my street, but you can't get an 18-wheel. It's impossible. It would have to be on, if it was on a semi, it would have to be unloaded onto the highway, then driven to my house. But a road back, you could take the main road and take the road I live on and back up and drop it off. It's weird where I live, but I don't get much traffic. The only one comes down here is a UPS truck, FedEx truck, or the good-looking U.S. mail lady. So that's about usually one comes down through here. And also I like to have what they call a rotary tiller, I don't know, 4 feet, 5 feet, where I can get back in my garden where I can plant stuff. Plant my jalapeno peppers, cayenne, and maybe some corn. I can make it a little bit longer and plant some corn, have some fresh corn, plant me some radishes. If any of you know, where can I find the white radishes? I know they used to have in the store. I can't find them in a seed book anywhere. They call them, I guess, icicles or something. They look like icicles, but they're white. I love them. I grew up with them, eating them every day. Before you quit finding them in grocery stores, I was getting about 4 bags a week. That's how good they are to me. But if you like a hot radish, they do have one like the white one, but I think they call them Spanish black radishes. You know how big a dime is. You can cut your piece off about the size of a dime. You better have about a gallon of water. I like hot stuff, but them black radishes is hot as a firecracker. I like to plant radishes. Watermelon, I'll probably have to do over on the side by the woods where you know how watermelons grow, but you used to buy what they call some kind of county, brown, I don't know, I can't remember. They're the best watermelons you can get. I like to make me some salsa. But since I don't have a rotary tiller, one that pulls itself like a toy bill. You see the one from Wheel Horse, they got a transmission where you can change the gears in it. I probably can do that without stress because it's pulling itself. All you do is walk behind. So I believe I could get my exercise. I saw this one. It's from DR. I forget the rest of it. Their equipment is orange. They got one that's walked behind just like the Troy built and Wheel Horse. They got another one that has an engine on it that you can pull behind your riding lawnmower or a zero turn. That kind. But the price is at a little bit over $2,000. No, that's too expensive for me. but I love the garden. I like to have a better chicken coop. You know, you give Orscheln, well, it's not Orscheln, but I still call it Orscheln. I guess you can get them from Home Depot or Lowe's. I'm not sure where you can get them. But it got to have a heavy-duty fence on it where raccoons can't tear them up. But you can pay somebody to put them together. I'm not a good carpenter. If you look at my chicken coop, you can tell I'm not a very good carpenter. So hit that bell and hit it again. Then click on the all notification. Hit the thumbs up. That's some of the things, to donate to. Once I get my car set up where I can drive, then you might send gas cards. We got like Circle K, Shell, Sunoco, Thornton's. Thornton's is the truck stop, about 8 miles from me, maybe 10 miles. Like that. As far as fast food cards, nothing I eat tastes right. If you got diabetes, you know what I'm talking about. If you take an Ozempic, because that your taste buds are, gone. But, I used to eat a loaf of bread, loaf and a half a week, eating peanut butter, bologna sandwich with mustard or mayonnaise or horseradish. But I cut my bread content down. I don't eat any bread now. I at least got to eat at least one chocolate bar a week, that. Around 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I got to go out, give the cats some dry cat food. I got a big pitcher. I fill it up with so much water. Then I put vitamin D milk, which is tied with milk. It's equal, I would say, 2%. I get attacked for that. So I want to thank you for watching. And RD does a real good job on his videos. Those live streamers in California, I want to stress to you, they're not police officers. They obey the traffic laws. They bring you car wrecks. They bring you live pursuits. They bring you house fires. And do not talk politics on some of those sites. They don't want it. But I don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican. I'm a registered Democrat. Maybe during the primary, I might vote Democrat. In the fall, I might split the ticket. In 2024, primary, I'm going to vote Republican for the best president we ever had since Ronald Reagan, Mr. Donald Trump. I know some of you don't like him. But you see the new gun laws that's passed in California, that's your Democrats for you. They taking your rights away. They doing it one by one. Don't protest. Don't do anything illegal. Do it peaceful. Do it by writing letters to the people. It's in the House there in California, the Capitol. It's in them people, your senators and I guess congressmen that you got in your capital there in California. They work for you. They supposed to listen to you. When it comes election time, you can vote those idiots out that voted for the guns that you have the right to. You got a CCW. I figured the ACLU would step in. Somebody would challenge that law. I guess maybe they waiting for somebody to get arrested or have their guns taken away. I figure what they're going to wait. Because to me, it's unconstitutional. You have the right to carry your gun, even if you got a concealed permit. But now, you're in violation of California law. I guess you can look it up on a California website. I believe that law came into effect January the 1st of 2024. In case some of your people in California don't know it. But if you protest, do it peaceful, no violence. Do it the legal way. Do it by writing letters to the people at the Capitol. I guess you got your House and you got your Senate there in California by district. Email them, send them letters, tell them how wrong it is. They didn't ask your permission for that. See, them people there in the Capitol, they work for you. But the way, it seems, they're not listening to your people in California. Do it peaceful. No riots. Do it peaceful. God would want you to do it peaceful. So do it peaceful, people. That's what God would want you to do. You hear all the things I like to have donated, or the donation for the money to buy those things. But I'm on a budget. It's hard to live on a budget. Even the ones who got money has to live on a budget. The first thing I do when I got my check on the 3rd, I pay all of my bills. I put $20 worth of gas in my vehicle where, go to the doctor, where I can go pay my bills, but otherwise I stay home. Like today's the 4th. I won't go anywhere till tomorrow. I got leave about 7 o'clock, pick my son up, take him somewhere for a study. They're going to take blood work, I don't know what else, some kind of study that they pay him for. That means he has to give me money for gas, to take him over there. Plus, he has to be there 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm still sleeping at that time. So I got to drink a lot tonight where they would have me up at 6 o'clock. That makes sure he's awake at 6:30. Make sure he got everything he needs. So after we leave there, we got to go to Charlestown to the post office. I got to stop at my drugstore, pick up some medicine that I got a text on today. I think they call it Jordax or Jody or JAR or something. I forget what it's for. I got to clean the house. I do a little bit at a time. I got 2 garbage bags I got to take out to the trash. Since it's not windy, I'll probably set them on fire after I feed my outside babies, which you see them. You see Midnight, the black and white cat. I don't know if it's a tomcat or a female cat, because it won't let you pick it up. So it won't even jump on my lap. But since it's wintertime, it's trying to, thank me. And it knows its name until I know if it's a tomcat or a female cat. I don't know. But this time of year, they do catch mice, which if one cat catch one, the other sees it, they chase after it. So I say Grandma taught her grandbabies how to catch mice. Sometimes they have a field day with mice. They catch a bunch of them. These idiots I got in here, I don't know which one's the best mouse catcher in here. But I had a female cat. Her name was Patty. She was a mouse catcher. But these tomcats I got out in the living room and kitchen area, I don't know. Tim McGee, he might be. But, when it's cold outside, them mice will find a way to get in your house. I have looked for holes. I guess the way their bone structure is, that they can fit through a tiny, tiny hole. I don't know. You know how tiny those holes in your screen are. They need to make them smaller. I like to sleep with my windows open. I can't. Them flies will get through that screen like nobody's business. So they need to make them a little bit smaller. So if you work in a place where they make screens, make them smaller. Because them flies can get through them tiny little holes. That's not small enough. You can make it smaller. That's only my opinion, but flies here where I live in Indiana, the people I have talked to that lives close to me, they've never seen so many flies. Their house is cleaner than mine. I can only do too much. I can't be on my feet that long. I can't bend that much. It even hurts me to ride on a little Troy-built riding lawnmower because of bouncing your arm. But I think like Kubota and some of the other ones got some, like air shocks. That helps out. So make your donations. Tell me what you want me to live stream. Everything's PG on this YouTube channel. That means you can't talk bad because it's against YouTube rules. It's against mine. Plus the FCC says no foul language. So that means if any foul language is on YouTube, the FCC would get on YouTube. So please be polite to people's YouTube. Some of them do not allow politics on their YouTube. That's their right. They own that YouTube channel. So please respect their policies on their YouTube channel. No putting people down. No putting other people's YouTube channels down. That's a no-no on some people's websites. YouTube channels. Don't come here, talk bad about other people's YouTube. I want you to make positive comments. Tell me about other YouTube channels that you go to. I told you some of the ones I go to, like RD on the Scene, Kern County Crime Watcher, which is run by the family, run by Roger Aiden, Roger's daughter, and also I think his baby daughter. And that one's mostly run by the family, but they still got the same rules. So please follow their rules. I got rules. If any sexual things on my YouTube channel, I will bar you from my YouTube channel because you know what the rules are. So I don't have to tell you. So you can talk politics, but don't threaten violence. That I will not go for. Peaceful protest. People in California, peaceful and no violence. No burning up police cars and burning down buildings. Peaceful. That means no violence. But I figure there'd be a lawsuit as soon as the first person has his or her guns away. What they gonna do about the crooks? They're the one that's causing the problem. They're convicted felon, which some states you're not allowed to have a gun. But like Indiana, if you're a convicted felon, you can't have a gun. But there's a catch-22 that you can have a gun. You can have a black powder gun. You can have a black powder gun under Indiana statute. But also, if the judge in your state, they would have to take your gun rights away. I would think that would have to be in a court case. But I don't know how federal law, but in a state case, I would say the judge or the prosecutor would have to put it in your conviction that you're not allowed to have a gun. But Indiana, you can have a gun. You can't carry one, but you can carry a black powder pistol. So, that's Indiana, but you have to check your local state laws, what, gun laws is. What's the gun laws on a convicted felon? Are they allowed to carry a black powder pistol? Indiana, you can. You can carry a pellet pistol. You got the right to defend yourself on your own property. If you can't carry, you can't have a gun, go out and get your crossbow. You got the right to protect yourself. But make sure it's self-defense. Every state is different. Fear for your life. Protect your family. So you might want to get a crossbow or a bow and arrow. You have the right to defend yourself. But if you're a hunter, how you gonna go out and kill a deer or stuff like that if you're convicted felon? There might be something in the state statute that you can do that. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a police officer. So you want to look into it. And I think also, before you get a gun permit, you take a gun course. How to defend yourself. How to shoot. Do it the legal way. How to hide behind a wall, behind a car. There's courses like that you can take. They got foreign ranges you can go to. Check the state what the qualifications is for a gun permit and training. But to me, before you can carry a gun and get your CCW, you have to take a training course. I can see them passing a law like that. That scanner you hear in the background is from Bakersfield scanner that's on YouTube from 12 to 12. I don't know who runs it, so make your donations. You got the address. It's in the video. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the bell and hit it again to all notifications when you get the notifications. So God bless you. Be safe. Abide by the rules of YouTube. Respect those people who got their YouTube channels. If they said no politics, no politics. That's their rules. You know, I got some on politics. But you don't threaten anybody. But, you know, I believe in the First Amendment rights. No violence. Don't threaten to kill anybody on here. Don't threaten to hurt anybody. You know, because you don't like anybody, it's not your judgment. It's God's judgment. You know, God's the one who got the final judgment. Because if you do something, you're going to be in jail. That means you might lose your job. You can't support your family. You know, that's the other thing. Everything's peaceful. If you protest over that new law in California, do it the legal way. Do it through writing your people. It's in the capital there by, I guess, email or letters. Tell me if you're against it. You know, if you got a CCW, California give you, you have the right to carry your gun permit. Now California says you can't carry a permit. So your house is in public. And like I say, I haven't read the law. I wouldn't know where to go in California laws. So if you're in your yard and you're sitting on the porch with your rifle, you breaking the new California law because you're out in the public. You're on your own property. To me, you're not on your own property. If you got a fence in your yard, nobody else should be in your property. That's my First Amendment opinion. But I figure the ACLU will step in when the first person gets arrested and has their gun taken away. Maybe, you know, I don't know how California law, but the live streamers in California like RD, A1 Media, Bravo, Kern County Crime Watchers, which that's run by a family. It's run by Roger Aiden, which is Roger's son-in-law, his daughters, and I guess Juju, which is Roger's grandson. So respect everybody's YouTube channels. You know what the rules they have told you. So don't try some of the crap here because you've been warned by the other YouTube. You know, I do talk about politics. I told you I'm a regular Democrat. I'm a regular registered Democrat, but I do vote Republican. But I do not like what the Democrats are doing. Look what the Democrats is doing in California. They taking your gun rights away. They done it. That law came to effect on January the 1st of 24. So that's your all's fault for voting those idiots there in California. Democrats don't want you to have anything. You know, look at Ronald Reagan. Look at Trump. I remember when I was a kid, John F. Kennedy. That was a good president. That was your good U.S. senators. back there then, and you good U.S. senators and congressmen. Back when I was younger, your Congress and senators got along. They didn't fight like they do now. I believe they had a budget. You know, they live off that budget. Now, these idiots in D.C. don't believe in making a budget for the whole year. You know, you people put those idiots in the White House. Let's see how Republicans done. If they don't do right, next time the election comes up, you can vote them out. So I want to say thank you. God bless you. Have a great weekend. Have fun. Have a good day in church on Sunday. So I want to say goodbye. Thank you. Should I be on here more? But I need more subscribers. I need more people in the chat room. So I must not be talking about the right thing. But I told you what you can donate. Well, I can do live streaming in my automobile. But I can mount to my dashboard that I can put my phone up where the camera can see the place. I have an iPhone SE. I tell you what kind of cable I need for it. To plug it into a cigarette lighter, I need some adapters, maybe have 2 or 3 things where you can plug your plugs into. So I need something where I can plug in 2 cigarette lighters adapter, because I'm not going to do away with my dash cam. So God bless you. I do need a new laptop, but you see that too. So God bless you. Have a great day. Have a safe trip home. Tell your kids you love them. You people out there, tell your spouses you love them. Thank y'all very much.